Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis from the Box Press Studio, Jiunn Liu, the Bastania Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing well. We were sitting talking in the green room for like 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden technology or some sort of snow squall has hit Aaron. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
like
what's
weird. Like all of a sudden the
Whoa.
colors went away.
It's like
I don't understand
yeah.
not
what's happening
blackened,
here.
it's blurred.
Yeah. All right. We'll see how
Blurred.
this goes through the session here. But all
Well,
right.
that's what happens when you paint the wrapper. So I'm just kidding. They didn't do
Oh,
it. Actually, blackened was not painted. That one was not.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just set off like 15 posts on cigar forums with that.
At least I'm no Brian Glenn. So let's move on.
All right. So today we are talking about the HVC La Rosa 520 Rare of Rare. The cigar is a Torpedo 6x52. Maybe I could share a picture of this. That would
It's so
probably help
pretty.
things out here. Um, Comes out of the El Titan de Bronze factory in the United States. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Sumatra. Binder is Ecuadorian Habano. Filler is Dominican Criollo 98 and Nicaraguan Medio Tiempo. Blended by Rainier Lorenzo. Price point is $20, and the cigar was released in December of 2022. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Overall was good. I thought this was like a really balanced. It tasted like Altitan. Altitan makes really good. Like I think they're pretty complex and like nuanced cigars that comes out of there. But for this one, it's like I thought it showed a lot more like harmony and balance than some of the other El Titan stuff that I've had. So, yeah, it was really good. It was it was a winner. Wait, how much was this again? $20?
20 bucks.
Nah, not bad. I'll spend $20 again.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
Listen, it was really it was a nice looking torpedo. John mentioned that. It was a good photo too. It was really a pretty cigar. First third had some like buttered popcorn and some nut qualities, herbal and pepper spices. I got some tobacco and faint cream, medium strength body. Um, Herbal, spice, leather, and wood notes kind of continue into the second third, still delivering that nut and toasty quality. Final third is pretty similar. Sweet cream isn't as present as more, a little bit more tobacco. It's still medium strength of body. I had excellent burn and draw from beginning to end. It was constructed wonderfully. And I did a pretty good sizable cut on the torpedo. I don't know if we can get into that and analyze that
Sure.
further. John?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's HVC, man. They make good cigars, and this is no different. First third starts get going with like spicy wood and tobacco, but not like, it's not a blast of it's just that really rich, spicy wood that you're like, that's some spicy wood. It's tasty. Little bit of nuttiness. I think Seth kind of talked about that, which is nice because it's really good on the palate. And then there's just like a really nice toasted nut creaminess, sweet tobacco, and I'm like, yeah, this is all check, 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 check. This is harmonious and tasty and complex and good. And there was even some cinnamon in the first third, and then the second third was a little more spicy tobacco and wood. So that was kind of an interesting combination. And then spicy bread, sweet tobacco, and I'm like, yeah, all of this is good. Last third kind of started out strong. I think it had some spicy wood, and then as it kind of progressed, it kind of became nutty wood, and then it just kind of became mostly just wood driven. So still pleasant, but just missed that mark. I had a great burn, no issues there. But my draw actually started out resistant, and that could be because I used a V cut. Sometimes I think when you V cut a torpedo, it starts out a little resistant, and then it opens up, and it did. But I did find that the cigar was still kind of on the resistance scale, which I'm fine with, but I had to mark it down. So overall, it was good, man. It was another good HVC. Aaron?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar, sharp baking spices, some light mustiness. Got some dry earth that joined it a little bit later. Second third saw the baking spice become a bit dull and some wood bitterness joined in. And then the final third saw the bitterness depart early, but kind of rejoined a bit later as the baking spice left. I'm gonna be the kind of the outlier on this cigar, but I thought the cigar started well, but by the second, third, when that baking spice became dull and that wood bitterness kind of joined in, it kind of just knocked it down a level for me, and it kind of never recovered from that point. So for me, it wasn't all that great, but I would smoke it again just to try it out based on how you guys score it. But the price point is high for the experience I had, so that would kind of temper me wanting to come back to it based on how much it is. So.
I always gotta fucking hate it, man.
Yep, always. All right, so
Take
getting
a
to the
rage.
scores. Start at the top with Seth at 7.17. Jiunn gave it a 6.72. John gave it a 6.52. I gave it a 5.75. So, Seth, how did that 7.17 match up for you?
Man, I love being on top. So no, it's I think anyone who pays attention to me, if I first of all, I like the blend. If you make a good Ecuadorian Sumatra with the Ecuadorian Habano, which I think you can really make a great blend, or I usually hate it. With El Titan, it just adds a level of quality. I think, as Jiunn says, there's always a profile they have with their blends. It's a high price stick. It was limited. It was rare. I hope it's not just.
Well, that was my thought because it took forever to come out for one. I think the
Yeah.
boxes, whatever. And then so I bought it as soon as I saw it because I thought it was gonna be gone immediately, but I think it's still available. So I don't know how that's possible. So
Well, there you
Gotcha.
go. I mean, it's so yeah. I'll definitely buy some again.
all right, Jiunn, I think you were next, right? 6.72. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to also be at the bottom. Sometimes you want to be on top, sometimes you want to be on bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine. Um,
Mhm.
bottom of 7, anyways. Yeah, this is good. I mean, I'm really it's good to know like Rainier does a good job of, leaving taps or exploring outside of taps, let's say, not leaving taps per se, but like
Oh, I think he's
and
left.
like he
He's
left, like he's no
Yeah,
longer
he's got
going to
his own
do taps
factory
and
now.
I
stuff.
mean, he started his own factory. He woke up and smelled
Yeah.
the coffee at
Uh,
Topside and was like, "Man, there's shit in this coffee," and then
Coffee at the
decided
new
to go across the street.
factory's tasting
yeah,
pretty damn good.
this
Coffee at El Titan's good.
this coffee seems a little under roasted and sour.
Is
Uh,
that him at
There's a
Topside?
rock. There's a rock in my
yeah.
beans. What's
Is
going on
that
here?
It's not combusting right, but that's always been the case. Anyways, but we dealt with it because the flavor were good. Okay. So what the fuck was I talking about?
Talking about
HVC?
how he was
Yeah,
branching
I,
out
I
and
was
he's
gonna say
doing a good.
like, yeah, he's doing a really good job of post tapsa and like doing his own thing, finding good blends, collaborating with other factories and stuff. Yeah, most people kind of like I kind of assume most people fuck that up, but he's doing quite the opposite. He's doing pretty well, I think.
All right, John, 6.52.
Yeah, I don't even think this is Rainier's final form. I think he's capable of more. We've seen some really great blends out of him. Early days here with him like kind of being on his own. It's a strong blend. I think it's very tasty. As Seth was kind of saying, I think we've seen a lot of Ecuadorian Sumatra Busiki fucked up by other people because it's kind of become a popular wrapper, and I think a lot of people are just like, oh, if I just slap it on a cigar, it'll be fine. And then it's tastes like mossy, dirty sock, and it's not good. But you know, I'd be up there with Jiunn if my draw was on par. I think that was really the only score difference for us. So, would I spend $20 on this? Yeah, I think I would. It's tasty. Aaron?
Yeah, my 5.75 matches up well. I mean, it was above average flavor profile. I did have some burn issues, wavy burn and throwing out on me one time, so that kind of knocked down a little bit more. Otherwise, I can be right at the 6 mark. But yeah, I mean, I'd be up for smoking it again just to see if I got a better experience than the one I had, because you guys all had great experiences. So, okay, final thoughts from you guys.
I can't wait to see what Rainier's got cooking for the PCA. That's going to be one of the most exciting booths for me.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward to I'm looking forward to seeing him too. Because it's just I think he's I don't know, it looks like he's the only he looks like he still cares. He's putting some passion into it. And every once in a while, he doesn't create a lot of blends. So, he's got one or two. And they're not always going to be to everyone's calling, I'd say. I'd say that, more often than not, he's had a year where one of them I really liked and the other one just wasn't my cup of tea. But every once in a while, none of them are ever duds. And every once in a while you get really good sticks. So I wish him best of luck on his own factory, though. I really do. I hope he stays focused to it.
Or
You
he
mean
just might turn around and screw you guys and be like, "Here's an Imperiosa,"
Yeah. Early in the year, I think our first cigar review of the 2023 review year was the Selection #1, which scored very well.
So
Yeah.
good.
So then you have
Oh, I
this
forgot
one,
about that.
and then
Yeah.
now we also have the Selection #1 Natural that we'll be reviewing here fairly
shit!
soon.
Is this
So
is this a Pete? Is this a Tatawai? Is he pulling a Tatawai on us?
he may pull a Tatuai this year. So we'll
God
see if
damn it,
we'll
Rainier.
see if he has something at the PCE trade show that he launches, or if he's just going to ride out the early year with these releases. So
I bet he's got some tasty Corona Gorda goodness that, like, some darks Ecuador and Sumatra that he's just been holding back.
yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know.
Can't wait.
All right, wherever you're watching this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. You can follow us on all the social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
La Rosa.